So this guy was a typical man waiting for his father to die. Relax tu, nangoja budawa dedi. So when his father finally died, money can't buy everything. You can't buy a good woman. Wezi enda kwa store useme nipe haka kakona tabia poa. But now he did a very, very, very bad mistake. Alioa kaminji minji. And with the kaminji minji, kama kawaida, mechi ilikuwa inapigwa. The segment from Empower Creative Hub. This one now is called Storytime with Brian Paul. And yes, I am your storyteller, Brian Paul. So guys, you're in luck today. You're with me on set. Mtasikia very amazing story. Mnajua mambo ya Titanic? Mnajua the Titanic? Mimi nilianza kusikia nikiwa mdogo sana. But have you ever asked yourself a question? Who was the richest Titanic passenger? Tunasemanga ukishapata pesa, pesa ni kila kitu. Kuna watu walikufa wengi sana kwa Titanic na walikuwa na do. They could not save themselves. Have you ever thought of who is the richest Titanic passenger? No. So today that is why I'm here, guys. I am here to tell you about the richest Titanic passenger. Don't go anywhere. This is Storytime with Brian Paul. In the early centuries, we meet a man by the name John Jacob Astor, the fourth. So this guy was a typical man waiting for his father to die. Relax tu, nangoja budawa dedi. So when his father finally died, his father was one of the wealthiest men in America. So when the dad died, the guy decided, you know what, I'm not studying, I'm not doing anything else, I'm going to invest all of my inheritance. Waishinda ukisema inherited wealth. Kuna watu wanakulia inherited wealth. So this guy decided, I am going to take everything that my dad had. Nienda niekele kwa real estate. Real estate ni story na manyumba. You buy houses, you sell them. You build a house, you rent it out. So John Jacob Astor was one of the richest men by that time. So he came up with an idea of building a very luxurious hotel known as the Astoria Hotel. So the Astoria Hotel was built adjacent to another luxurious hotel called the Waldorf Hotel. The Waldorf was owned by the cousins to this rich man. Kama kawaida, kama kazini yako ako na shughuli hapa, na wewe uko na shughuli, the best idea will be, situshikanishe hii kitu, ikuwe kubwa tuchape. Ama utamwambia tuchape? Utamwambia tuchape, si ndio? So they decided, you know what? We have two big hotels. Why don't we merge them and have the largest hotel in the world? So they decided, this is the Astoria Hotel, this is the Waldorf Hotel. Tuweke bridge to merge hizi hoteli, ikuwe kitu moja. They named it the Adolf Astoria Hotel. The Waldorf Astoria Hotel, something like that. At that time, it was the largest hotel in the world. It had 1,300 rooms, which were fully equipped with private bathrooms. That was the first time hoteli yote kubwa ilikuwa na private bath. Owned by this man, John Jacob Astor, the fourth. Inherited wealth. Akamwacha njenge hoteli bigi. It ended up being the biggest hotel when they merged with the cousins. It had 13,000 rooms, 1,300 rooms. It had fully equipped bathrooms, private. Hapo kwa kushare bafu. And everything that a human desires. It had electricity throughout. Wacha hapa mnashinda msumbuana KPLC. 24/7, come rain, come sunshine, these people had electricity in a hotel, not a home, a hotel. So it reached a point he decided to marry his first wife. But money can't buy everything. You can't buy a good woman. Wezi enda kwa store useme nipe haka kakona tabia poa. So he ended up having a woman who could not tolerate him. So they had squabbles, wakasumbuana, and then he decided, you know what? Let me get away with this. Let me get done with this relationship. Wachane na kamama. But at that time, mind you, ni kitambo. divorce was something like an abomination. Divorce ilikuwa kama habosho. Ati uli divorce? Aje uliacha wife na mtoi. So at that time, people feared having a divorce. But John Jacob decided, you know what, I am the richest man. If not the richest, one of the richest in America. Mimi naye mwanamke hata anakula kichwa na niko na pesa. Nakadivorce. Now with divorce came the media. The media ikaanza kumcriticize. Ikaanza kupeana bad image. Oh, the richest man has divorced. He has divorced, he has divorced. This thing started painting a bad image for this man. How can a wealthy man lack a good wife? John Jacob decided, you know what? I am not going to stay without a wife. I am not going to be remembered because of a divorce. He decided to remarry. But now, he did a very, very, very bad mistake. Alioa msichana wa 18 years. Too bad. Too bad. Alioa kaminji-minji. And with the kaminji-minji, the media now started criticizing him from divorce to marrying a very young woman. Meaning, this man was not complete before the society. Uko na pesa lakini hauna bibi ambaye unaweza sema bibi yangu. Ule uko naye watu wanamuona kama mtoto. It started depressing John Astor. Anza kumpatia sleepless nights. And then he decided, you know what, niko na do. We are going for a vacation. Imagine you're so rich that the best country, the country that people run to, unahama. You cannot tolerate it. So they travel extensively along Europe and Egypt. Wanatembea wakijionea tu vitu twenye tumeishi kwa hapo. And in their travels, kama kawaida, mechi ilikuwa inapigwa. Hata weekend kuna kuanga na mechi za Premier League. Kwa hivyo mechi ilikuwa inafanya nini? Mechi ilikuwa inapigwa. Na rematch kadhaa. So it reaches a point, Madeline is pregnant and she needs to deliver. So this man decides, hatuwezi zalia on the run. Mtoto lazima akuwe na nationality ya kwetu. So he decides we are going back to the US. Furthermore, we have been traveling all this time. Watu wamesahau mambo yetu hawatuongelelei. And that was the biggest mistake. His timing was very inconvenient. So this guy decides, because I have money, I am going to book the most luxurious transport ever to the US. And this was a time where there was a vessel deemed unsinkable, very luxurious, and it was to set voyage at the time that John Jacob Astor wanted to go back to the US. This vessel was none other than the RMS Titanic. So he goes and books tickets, very, very luxurious spaces, first class, everything catered for. And they start their voyage. 2 days later, the Titanic strikes an iceberg. It starts taking water. Definitely, if you are rich, you are respected. So John Jacob was notified. You know what? Makosa imefanyika my guy. Panga vitu zako, mchomoke na lifeboat zako. You are rich, so they give you privilege and all that. So John Jacob told the wife, you know what? Makosa imefanyika, fanya hivi, wear warm, wear everything that you can find valuable. Necklace, earring, nini, kila kitu yako yenye ni valuable, va. And then they start heading out. As they were heading out, ikakuwa ishajulikana by now the entire ship. The ship is capsizing. We have to enter into the lifeboats. We have to abandon this ship. Otherwise, we will die. And as John was heading to the lifeboat, alikuwa ashatengenezewa mpaka yenye ataenda naye. Mind you, this guy was not in economy class, first class. If not the richest on the ship, he was one of the richest, because at the time the Titanic was sinking, he had monies in his accounts that could buy 40 more Titanics. So this guy was wealthy than even the owners of this Titanic ship. So walimpatia lifeboat, kila kitu alikuwa sorted, kazi ilikuwa ni kuboard, uenda. But now the problem came when his humanity side or his human side caught the best of him. So as they were heading to the lifeboats, John discovered two kids who were terrified to death for their lives. Na hata kama ni wewe, you have money and you are a grown-up, will you let two kids die? Tell me in the comment section, guys. Will you have let two innocent kids who have not even lived to 5 years die because you're wealthy? So this man alikaa chini akaangalia morals zake. He was not born rich. If he was born rich, well and good. Lakini hakukuja na pesa kwa mputo. He will go without money. So he decided, you know what? Wacha hawa watoi wawili wenye hawajaishi maisha waende wajaribi. It was not even assured that they will survive because no one was coming to save them. They were just trying to survive. So he decided, let these two kids take my spot on the lifeboat. The wife eventually refused. Akasema kama uendi mimi pia siendi. But he decided to tell the wife a lie that she believed. Na ndo unasikianga men are liars. He lied. And it was not a good lie. Hakuwa anadanganya for the better part. He knew he was not going to survive. So he told the wife, you know what? Get into the lifeboat. I am going to see you in the morning. And the wife knew that my man is rich, atatoboa ataeka kwa lifeboat. Not knowing that this man had only one spot on the lifeboat and he had traded it with these two kids. The last time John Jacob Astor was spotted alive was on the deck of the Titanic. So the moral of the story, guys, no matter how rich you are, no matter how successful you are, never let your successes get the best of your human side. Yani, what I'm saying is, never let your successes make you so proud that you forget there's life to be lived. Ushaishi maisha, you can give the other person an opportunity to do something. It is not always about you. So this story has to teach us something. If you're rich out there and you're watching this episode, if you're successful and you're watching this, people have been more successful than you and they did sacrifices to better the next generation. So each and everything that you do, ask yourself, is it humane? Is it something that will please people? Is it something that will build a legacy for me? And that is it, guys, for the past episode of Storytime with Brian Paul. I hope you enjoyed, and there's more to come. More episode, more amazing stories. And tell us on the comment section, did you enjoy it? What story would you like us to bring forth? What details do you think is necessary for the audience? You can write it on the comment sections. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Press the notification bell so that every time we upload a new episode, you will be the first one to be notified. That is it from us on this end. Till next time, bye-bye.